Just because Rage of the Abyss has been the centerfold of craziness lately doesn't mean we've had some other things actually happening. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that Vanquish Soul button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Vanquish Soul cards have exploded in price. Now, this is one of the rare opportunities that you'll look at the secondary market and you're going to go, why is the higher rarity version of the card just a little bit more than the base form? Because it's been the base forms of these cards that have been going up. Kaiser Varius, Dr. Madlove have been two of the biggest explosions of value that these cards have seen out here. And when the world is doing this, well, believe it or not, Vanquish Soul has been received as a deck that the player base actually likes. Wow. I know, right? That's a very hard thing to swallow. That the deck is one of those choices that people look at and go, huh, this is a lot of fun. You know, we can also, a lot of people look at Vanquish Soul right now and they're like, it's going to get more support. Don't worry, Konami hasn't forgotten out here that you're going to have this deck getting some other crazy support. I don't know what gives the community hope for these sorts of things. I mean, I assume we will eventually receive some sort of support, sure. But as of filming this right now, you have seen a massive takeoff in Kaiser Varius. You've seen Dr. Madlove tracking up in some huge value as well. And with both of these upticks, we are seeing, you guessed it, the collector's rares being super cheap. So, keep an eye on your Vanquish Soul cards. If you're somebody that's been debating on going, hey, you know, do I need to pick up some Vanquish Soul stuff? Sooner than later, typically, it seems to be the track for this. Arms of the Genx return. This was inspired by another YouTuber mentioning this on a buyouts video. I wonder who that could have been. That was picking or saying, hey, pick this up. And then the card exploded up in some pretty crazy value. But I got to give it to the card a little bit here. Because there is something to be had with the Arms of the Genx return because it is a level 10. All right. Now, the main hindrance that we have with this is it does require a Dark Tuner monster. You can't generically slap this on the field and go, ha, I can make this with ease. No, you have to make it with a Dark Tuner. So you're taking away 5 elements of tuners that could really be used out here in terms of splashability, which gratefully narrows down the window of interaction and splashability that you can have with this card. But with that being said, though, all right, it is still a very good card because it's a 6 negate and banish and destroy. All right, which is good. And if you're playing in Genx, you can get up to, 6 spell and trap pops with it. Yeah, Robbie just said playing this card in Genx. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. All right, playing this in any splash deck ever. Yes, that's the correct one out here. I think it's a cute card. It's definitely on its cooldown from a lot of the hype that was around it. I think for the most part that you could pick this up and have it be a cool little splash option, but I think that's about it, honestly. I can't really see too much of a crazy hype train with Arms of the Genx return, but in splashability options, sometimes it's worth just considering out here. Hi, do you have your dollar card? Should still be like 50 cents, but okay. Duality. Oh, so this one's for the OCG. And usually when the OCG starts testing out things or, the TCG will be like, we missed that? Is this important? Like, what's going on here? So, the OCG just got back, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. It's an entirely new ball game out here with all of this. So, what's to really be had on that thought? Well, Duality cheats out the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon super easily. I think this was the thing that I think some of the OCG's kind of afraid of is, the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon for its time in the OCG, It was everywhere. It was one of the most toxic cards that you could ever actually play. And I don't know why the OCG looked at this card in the light that it was abused. Because even still to me in this day, it was such an abnormality in the way that they chose to explore that engine that it broke. So, like, the OCG is a very casual oriented thing, but like, there's so many. The TCG's had Dragoon for so long, and we've played the card for so long, but it's like Dragoon is not an issue at all. It is such an easy outable thing, and I failed to see how the OCG has such a big issue dealing with this. It's amazing to me. So duality's become the center point out here for latest OCG discussion. And, maybe it'll ripple on our side of the market as, Dragoon kind of returns back into the spotlight as a discussion piece for the meta. But it's important to be aware of why these cards are moving in the direction that they're moving because of the importance that these cards play. Crossout Designator. Oh, this is a thing. So we've got the entire Charmy discussion being had out here every single gosh darn day now in this community going, well, you don't have to buy 3 Charmies. You just need to buy 1 Charmy to be able to cross out Designator it. While this is probably the truest statement I have heard out of the game in a while, the big thing still here is that's a lot of value and hype that's being put onto the higher rarity crossout Designator right now as a absolutely mandatory card that's a 3 of that you have to see. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm kind of looking at this format right now going forward here, and crossout's a good card, but like Snake Eyes Asmina is the only really gonna care about like Fool Wars being like their major threat. I guess maybe the giant space rock in the sky, sure, but I don't see the crazy hype that crossout's being put on right now. Now, post crossover breakers, oh man, that's a different story. Crossout breakers is that's where I think you're going to need to have the crossout designators so that you can stop the Ryzeal deck from being able just to combo Purgatory, punch you in the face, and them establishing their board plus hand traps is a problem. That's going to be something that a lot of people are going to have to process. So in that certain situation, that's one of the bigger things that I would consider, the situation of needing to have that. So that being said, yeah, crossout Designators in the spotlight. And then Necros. So, as the community tends to look out here to every older format going, hey, this week it's hat format. I've got people out here going, hey, I want to play Time Wizard, Necros format. I'm sitting here, I'm like, every old card at this rate's going to be worth something because the communities want to create older formats to play them. And, top things off, with Terminal Revenge 2 on the pipeline here, people are looking at Necros as a possible everything in the dual terminal lore as a possible candidate for support. But it's not stopping people out here from picking up large amounts of Necros and Bryonics in the higher rarities. That's right, everybody. We've reached pinnacle Necros yet again. The secret rares have been cheap for so long. They did reprint it. Their goal was to make it cheaper. They did a fantastic job at it. But I'm sitting here, I'm like, we've reached that point that Necros is back in the spotlight for more than one reason. So, if you do not have whatever you need for Necros, whether or not be for future support or past support, you got a giant warning sign going off right now in the market to look at this and decide, is now the time? I can't wait to hear infinite people go, wow, I wasn't warned about this. Ah! Yeah, same. So please, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. What a market. You guys have a good rest of your day, alright?
Patrons!
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.